Good morning, everybody. Wednesday morning, early morning crypto talk. Bitcoin Brandon here from Los Angeles, California. The week is halfway over. Log it in, go ahead and type in where you are listening in from so I know who's on. And we've got Mafoose, Stacy, a.k.a. Miss New Orleans, Lashana, I'm about to get paid Robinson, Marty Bali, Trelvis, Destiny Gibbs from Seattle, Nicholas, Anthony Pinkston, yeah, Nicholas from Sweden, Bill Childers, North Palm Beach, Fast lane is right. Things are about to be happening, moving very, very fast. As a disclaimer, I'm not a licensed financial advisor to be dispensing financial advice. I read the news, give my opinion, share suggestions, and it is up to you to make an informed, intelligent decision on which direction you want to move into. There's 4 rules I live by in the crypto space. Rule number 1, education is key. Education is everything. Rule number 2, never invest money you cannot afford to lose. Rule number 3, always get your return on investment back as fast as possible. And rule number 4, where do you see yourself in 3 months, 6 months, a year from now? You got to have a short-term plan and a long-term plan because they're a little different. What vehicle are you using to make that happen? Make a decision, take action, and stay focused. Do not get distracted. There's too many things in the crypto space that can get you distracted. You have limited resources. Now, this is not going to guarantee you success, but this will at least minimize your risk. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the most that we can ask for. And like this song by The Far Side, I ain't going to let Bitcoin pass me by. That's not going to happen. Good morning, Mr. Stewart. Yeah, that's no problem. Contact me after this live. So, before we get started, all I have to say is bags are packed and plane tickets are purchased. Actually, my bags aren't packed yet. I wait to the very last minute. But I already have my tickets for Philly, Chicago, Santa Clara, already booked, ready to go. Looking forward to seeing those of you that's going to be in Philly, those of you that will be in Chicago, and those of you that will be in Santa Clara. And I got that event in LA this month as well, the Crypto Invest Summit right here in downtown LA in my backyard. Sadia, good afternoon to you. All right, what I need to do is need to turn on screen share. So let me get that set up so that you can see the articles. So if you guys have not done so, we got Philly in October 26th and 27th. Then we have, give me a second here. Then we have Chicago. I will be in Chicago on the 17th. And after Chicago, I will be in Santa Clara on the 27th. Yeah, that weekend, 27th, 28th, 29th. I will be there. And let me make sure my Bluetooth is operating properly as well. Connections, Bluetooth, I am activated. Now let's share screen. Now, there are 2 Chicago events I want you to keep in mind. There's also going to be one on the 10th, where you're going to have Mark Januszewski is going to be there for that one. I will be there on the 17th. Okay, we are going to start off international news. And with international news, we're talking about Pundi X. Now, Pundi X has been in the news a lot
You're absolutely right, Bill. Before I even get started, one, happy birthday to my mother. She's, I'm about to say her age. She'd kill me if she listened to this live. So I'm like, why are you telling everybody how old I am? Well, I'm 42. So you just have to figure out, how old she is. But she looks great for her age. Happy birthday to my mother. Next is we're watching very closely Hurricane Michael that is hitting the Florida Panhandle. I have a cousin that's right there in Tallahassee, so we're praying for her and everybody out there. We got Troy Dooley that is actually right there. He's Facebook streaming live what's going on out there. This is going to be the biggest hurricane of this size to hit this region, I think, ever. Category 4. In fact, by the time it gets to Georgia, it's supposed to be a Category 2. Wow. Coming from the Gulf. That's that wild. This hasn't happened before. So we're going to pray for them. So now we're going to talk about Pundi X. Like I said, Pundi X has been in the news lately. And all that tells me is it's a coin that I might want to pay attention to. And let's look at the charts again today, because this is the third or fourth time within the last 2 weeks Pundi X is popping up. And normally when that happens, you see a spike in its price, in its value. That's what happened to Ripple. Some of you made a lot of money off of that. That also happened with Tron. So let's look at the total market cap right now. This was this morning, 219 billion. But let me refresh and see what it's looking like now. Bitcoin was at 6,600 yesterday. So 6,500 Bitcoin. The market looks like it's in the red. And here's, I taught you guys this to notice when everything is in the red, you're going to see Tether in the green. Why? Because people are moving. Oh, wow, the market dropped by about 5 billion. So yeah, people are selling their coins and moving their coins into Tether. That's why Tether's in the green. Everybody else is in the red, almost top 20 coins. Then we've got here Bytum and Pundi X. Look at Pundi X. What did I tell you? So if you listen to me, you made some money. Pundi X is up 8.25%. Yes, I like saying when I'm right. Look at that. Didn't I say that was going to happen? So for those of you who bought Pundi X a couple of days ago when I reported on it, you just have an 8% profit. Now, had you put, I don't know, $50,000 on it and you made 8% on that, put a couple $100 down. Bethany, I know you always paying attention. Did you buy some Pundi X when I was talking about it? I know Mafus did. So if you wanted to buy Pundi X, let's look at the price right now is at 0.001 penny. So nobody could say, I can't afford it. At one point, Bitcoin was worth 0.008 cents. So Bethany, it's safe to assume you made some money. So Pundi X at 0.001 cents. Here's what excites me about this. At one point, they were worth, let's get to this height, 0.014 cents. Is that the height? Let me go all time. Yeah, that's all time high. They got all the way over to a penny. And right now it's not even, it's 90% less than a penny. So that's an 80% gain at one point. So imagine getting an 80% return on your money. Where does that happen in putting your money in the savings account? Where does that happen putting your money in the stock market? How long will that take? Or your 401k or your IRA account? But here in crypto, that's why I say Bitcoin is freedom. So let's look at, so before you ask, where can I go to buy some Pundi X? And Bethany, you're absolutely right. That's how you do it. Remember at the beginning, I said you can have short-term goals and long-term goals. Your short-term goal is the ability to earn a profit and flip it, not earn it and sit on it or spend it. That's not residual income. You want your money working for you. So you earn a profit, you take that profit and put it into something else that's going to earn you more profit. And you keep on flipping it, you keep on flipping it to the point where you're living off your interest if you do, or you're living off of your profits, off the money you already have, letting your money work for you. So if you want to buy this coin, Binance, that's the place where I would go to buy this coin. You don't have to buy a lot. You put $100 down, you got what, 6,500 coins? You put $1,000 down, 65,000 coins, somewhere around there. So 65,000 coins, and then you get it goes up to maybe 2 or 3 cents. What is that worth? So all right, so let's look at this new article, which is why PoonDX is probably going to go up even higher. This is why I do crypto talks, because I get information like this that the public is not paying attention to. So while the rest of the market, the top 10 coins besides Tether are all in the red, PoonDX is up 8%. Then we got, what is this? Eternity is up 19%. Why? I haven't heard any news about Eternity or whatever. Eternity. Bytum is up 9%. I don't know why either. That's a skyrocket. That looks like it could be a pump and dump if I don't hear any news about why they're up that high. I already know why Poondi is. They're showing real world live application. Real world application. So let's go back to the article. PoonDX unveils blockchain powered phone. Okay. This is out of Bali, Indonesia. PoonDX, a leading global developer of blockchain-powered devices, today announced it has successfully created a blockchain-based OS and communication protocol for mobile devices, allowing users to make calls, send messages, and transmit data via a fully decentralized blockchain network. Wow. I'll get this phone just off of principle. Powered by FunctionX, an ecosystem built entirely on and for blockchain, the new mobile phone called Xphone runs on a new transmission protocol for the blockchain age. The innovation significantly expands the use of blockchain technology beyond financial transfers. Unlike other blockchain-powered phones still in development, Xphone can operate independently of centralized carriers. Users can route phone calls and messages via blockchain nodes without the need for phone numbers. Whoa. I had to let my head wrap around this. So you don't need a phone carrier and you don't need a telephone number. So it says, unlike other blockchain-powered phones still in development, the Xphone can operate independently of centralized carriers. Users can route phone calls and messages via blockchain nodes without the need for phone numbers. You know what that also means? No more drop calls. You're out of area. You're on the blockchain now. I can see there's going to be network marketing companies that's going to pop up around this type of technology with cell phones, because cell phones and network marketing, those type of companies have been around for the last 25 years. I was a regional vice president of one of them. That's how me and Jairus Coleman met. So yeah, I can see this happening. Mark my words. Give it another 6 months or so. You're going to start seeing the clowns on Facebook, and you know who I'm talking about. The same old type of people start promoting. Oh, you got to join my new network marketing company. We got this brand new phone. Eliminate your cell phone bill. Watch. It's coming. Now that I think about it, why don't we do this with KGX? Huh. Giving myself an idea here. Let me put that into the back of my brain for now. All right, let's continue here. Function X, the new blockchain ecosystem, also enables users to securely send and receive data of all kinds via a new transmission protocol, FXTP, while a decentralized file storage system is known as IPFX. My brain is on fire right now. I gave myself an idea, and now it's shooting all over the head, all over in my brain, the neurons. Users will be able to share data in much the same way as they do online securely via the blockchain, while developers can quickly and easily publish decentralized applications via FXTP. PoonDX develops technology to solve challenges that blockchain technology is facing and make it usable in our life. It took decades before the uses of the internet could be applied widely enough to reshape the global economy, human relationships, and governance. What is that, TC? You're already using data only to make calls? Using my cell phone and have a SIP number. I no longer pay huge cell bills. Yeah, I think we're going to see a resurgence. You know, back in the day, Excel and ACN was all about saving money on your long distance phone calls. And then you had companies like Vitel and Solvay and other type of companies come out saving money on your cell phone bill. Now, how about eliminating your cell phone bill and getting a Block X phone? So instead of selling cell phone plans, we sell the phone. Huh. I'll be making a couple of phone calls when I'm done with this presentation. Okay. We see blockchain as being at a similar stage of development to the internet in the early 90s. A new kind of network and decentralized protocol like FunctionX will be transformational to blockchain as the browser was to the internet. For a start, it's putting blockchain in the hands of millions via a smartphone and returning control of their data back to them. But it also answers so many other challenges. The possibilities for decentralized data storage and transmission are limitless. Decentralization is the core of blockchain technology, and a new protocol for truly decentralized data transmission reflects PoonDX's belief that everything should flow from this core philosophy. PoonDX CEO and co-founder Zach Chia said the X phone has the potential to establish a large global pool of nodes that can be harnessed to help achieve scalability and decentralization for the broader blockchain ecosystem. Scalability in blockchain is derived from the number and geographic spread of nodes, Zach said. While certain blockchains such as Ethereum have achieved an admirable spread of nodes at 15,000 through transaction-based protocols, it's clear that achieving a critical mass in terms of scale will require something with utility for the vast majority. FunctionX is the answer. By offering people the choice to be independent of a centralized communications network, we've created a new use for blockchain that can be appreciated and used by most people. In turn, this will have considerable implications for the future of blockchain and give life to a network large enough to support better scale throughout new potential applications and true decentralization that has so far eluded blockchain. Trial demo units of the X phone have been displayed to journalists and attendees at the X Blockchain Summit. This is exactly why you go to blockchain expos and summits, because you're the first to hear about this type of stuff. And if you've got the money, then you can invest. You can speak to the owners because they're all there. You're not looking at a website. That's why I'm going to the Crypto Invest Summit here in LA in a couple of weeks. Blockchain-based calling, and messaging can be toggled on and off on the phone operating system, which builds up upon Android 9.0. You know what else this does? This eliminates hacking. You know, I have a bunch of people, I know people that have had their cell phones hacked because somebody would call the carrier pretending to be them, get access to the SIM card. Once they got access to the SIM card, now they have access to your Gmail account, your Google account. Once they get access to that, they have access to all the websites you've been visiting on your Gmail account and all the passwords attached to it. That way they can go to all of your crypto accounts and steal your money. It happened to Jairus. Jairus Coleman has happened to last year, or earlier this year. Say last year. I think it was it last year? I think it happened to him. Year. But if your phone is connected to the blockchain, there ain't no hack in that. I wonder how the authorities are going to look at that, because remember when we had the terrorist shootings in San Bernardino here in California, and there was that whole debate over the FBI fighting with Apple to be able to unlock the iPhone because they wanted to see who they were calling. They wanted to know the numbers. And Apple was like, we're not giving you the code to unlock the iPhone. And they were trying to hack it. This is my mind is reeling now. Remember what I always said when I talked about KGX in the future. I said that there's always going to be more product and services that you can't even think of yet that's going to come on board, and we might add it so that our customers can benefit and our promoters can earn commissions from. This is one of those type of technologies. So yeah, now that it's in my head, you better believe I'm going to be looking into this more. So they say the Xphone OS is currently available to phone manufacturers for testing. The detailed information of FunctionX will be available on functionx.io on October 15th. The FunctionX blockchain and Xphone will be officially launched second quarter 2019. So, yeah, I'm buying more PoonDX as well, Bethany. A mobile operating system built on the blockchain. This is what the features of the Xphone are. Sending and sharing data such as SMS securely via FunctionX blockchain. So now your data is being secured. Easy publication and release of decentralized applications. Making phone calls and sending messages independently of a central carrier. Goodbye, AT&T. Goodbye, Verizon. Goodbye, Sprint. You know what that also does when you're traveling? You ain't got to pay an arm and a leg because you're international. Users have exclusive control over the data they share. Decentralized data storage. Every Xphone is a node. You know what that means? Now you got all these phones that are all connected to each other that's powering it. So the only way you shut it down is if you shut off every single phone. Wow. Now, as a disclaimer, readers should do their own due diligence before taking any actions related to the company, product, or service. That is true. Even though I read this, do your own research before you start wanting to put your money into stuff. For me, all I need to know is that they are putting forth some real world application, which is going to make their coin more valuable, which is why when the market is red right now, they're up 8%. So education, while other people losing money or losing value, you have the education and knowledge to know, all right, I'm going to Poondi. I'm about to make me some money. It's powerful. And Poondi ain't even in the top. It's not even in the top 100 coins. So you don't need to make money just off the top 10. You know, if you know what to do, if you know what to look at. Oh, wait, there it is. It's number 42. 8.25%. And it's less than a penny. So everybody can afford that. What if you hold on to it for 5 or 6 years and it does what Bitcoin did? It ain't going to get into the thousands because there's too many coins, but it can get to the hundreds. and you spent 0.001 penny on it. All right. I'm going to save that article because I have some research to do on this. I'm looking at 2019 already. Now let's look at some negative news. And you always got to cover that. I'm not a cheerleader. Always rah, rah, rah. Everything is perfect. I want to know what's going on out there. Good, negative, bad, obstacles, whatever. Here, researchers claim that the crypto industry is on the brink of implosion. And then this one was China might be able to destroy Bitcoin. I'll do that one last. So a couple of days ago, I did an article that said Bitcoin is on the brink of explosion. Remember that? That we're about to explode. Now we got an article saying that it's on the brink of implosion. Okay, why? So I posted the link so you can read along with me. That's right, Bethany. I am not a cheerleader. I tell it like it is. Juniper Research, a UK-based consultancy, has recently released a study labeled The Future of Cryptocurrency, Bitcoin and Altcoin Trends and Challenges, 2018 to 2023. The report claims that the end might be near for the crypto markets amid decreasing transaction volumes. False. You're already wrong. But let me read and I will share why. The researchers took an in-depth look into the whole crypto ecosystem, focusing on its numerous layers such as miners, exchanges, payment processors, and wallet providers. They have also analyzed key market capitalization trends and regulatory developments in major markets such as the United States, China, Korea, Japan, and Europe. Here's another reason why I know they're wrong. Because that entire paragraph, they missed one thing. People. People. You're doing all this research, looking at numbers and charts and graphs, but you're ignoring the biggest thing. People. Let's continue to see if they touch on this. Juniper have also looked into social matters like crypto acceptance and user awareness of the basic principles of virtual currencies. Researchers have dedicated sections to assessing main causes of volatility, security issues, regulation, forking, etc., and have also provided a crypto exchange index comparing the services of 14 leading digital asset exchanges. Again, they're looking at numbers, charts and graphs, but not people. The researchers estimate that daily transaction volume for Bitcoin have contracted from around 360,000 a day in late 2017 to 230,000 in September 2018. Okay. First and foremost, you had height and a run-up late 2017. Why don't you compare September 2018 to September 2017? And I guarantee you, you're going to see there's an increase from 1 year ago. You can't compare it with the high of December. Pull the microscope back. This is a flawed research. Daily transaction volume has decreased even more dramatically in the same period from 3.7 billion to just 670. Again, they're comparing between December and today. The entire crypto market cap was almost over 900 billion at that time. That was a fluke. Look at it year over year. Long term, not short term. The whole market has shrunk significantly as well in the first quarter of 2008. You know what? I'm not even reading the rest of this crap. This is what you call a selected type of study aimed to get the results you want. I'm a political science major. College. I've also worked in D.C. I worked for Congressman Jose Serrato in the Capitol. And one thing that they're very good at, when you do polling, you can make the poll say what you want it to say by asking certain questions in a certain way, by polling a certain segment of the population, by polling a certain region of the city. Like if I were to do a poll in Orange County, California, you would think that this is a Republican state, but that's just one county. That's small in comparison to the others. So if all you're looking at is one county, you're not seeing the whole picture. What this article did, what this research, these people, Juniper Research, a UK-based consultancy, what they decided to do was compare the market from December 2017 to where we are right now. That's flawed. You're going to get a specific number and a specific result. And their research is correct based on their parameters. And those of you that have crypto education will be able to see through this. See, family members of mine who don't understand crypto and they're skeptical about it anyway, they would read an article like this, shoot it over to me and say, Brandon, get out now, it's about to collapse. Now, because I have education, I'm going to look at it and be like, no, it's not. I can tell the difference. All right, enough of that right there. Let's go on to China. Now, this really interests me. China might be able to destroy Bitcoin. You know, I'd love to get into a debate with some of these critics. It would be very, very entertaining, to say the least, because I have no problem calling people out. I don't care who you are. You don't impress me. You don't scare me. You got a couple billion, so. China might be able to destroy Bitcoin. Now I'm paying attention. What can China do? China has played a vital part in the cryptocurrency world for many years. But a recent paper suggests that China's influence over Bitcoin's infrastructure has given the Chinese government the ability to destroy Bitcoin potentially. Really? Is that what you think? China's influence over Bitcoin's infrastructure, the only thing I see that they have a pull on is that, and I don't even know if this is still true now, but most of the miners were coming out of China. All the way up to July 2017, China was leading the world in all crypto stuff till they banned it. So let me read this. This is interesting. In 2008, Satoshi Nakamoto published the Bitcoin white paper, using cryptography to create the world's first decentralized currency. Since its creation, Bitcoin's popularity has grown substantially, reaching a market capitalization of over 300 billion at its peak in December 2018. As it continues to attract interest from technology enthusiasts, black markets, and legitimate markets, it was designed to be an answer to our centralized system by creating decentralized control. Okay, that's true. The infrastructure was built to give all participants incentives to maintain the health and stability of the ecosystem. You guys know that the incentive is Bitcoin. Up to now, there has been no successful attacks and is therefore completely secure. However, a new study suggests that this is about to change. A new study, okay, I am going to open that link and save that for later. The researchers from Princeton University, okay, and Florida University writes that by understanding the shifting nature of Bitcoin mining, one can understand the shift in power as well, and says Bitcoin is secure in practice, but not in theory. Okay, back it up. Bitcoin mining was originally managed by normal computers from everyday people, but the increasing computational power required to mine Bitcoins today is too great for a normal computer. That's true. It's almost impossible that you want to do any Bitcoin mining in your own home. You're not going to make any money. Bitcoin mining was originally managed by normal computers from everyday people, but the increasing computational power required to mine Bitcoins today is too great for a normal computer. Today, a miner would need a highly specialized and expensive mining computer, and have resulted in the centralization of the mining activity, according to the researchers. Okay, this is true and false. You've got companies out there that are doing group mining, hash mining, cloud mining, contract mining. Now, currently in the United States, in general, that's illegal unless you do certain things. And I got to watch my words very carefully because of, no, I mean, I can't spill the beans on this yet. Let's just say only a very, very small group in the United States is able to pull off mining in that fashion. Genesis Mining fought. They got a cease and desist order against them. They fought it and they won. And that's exactly what they do. So instead of you actually buying a mining machine, you're investing in a company that has thousands upon thousands of mining machines. And you're getting a percentage of their results, their rewards, because they're also using your money to power it. Okay? You see how that is? So overseas, outside of the United States, there's huge. You've got Bitmain, you've got Genesis. But in the United States, unless you're specialized, you have to actually buy and own the mining rig so that you control. But if you do that, then doing Bitcoin by yourself, you're not going to win. I mean, it's impossible. You'll make what, $5 a month, $10 a month, if that. So you spend your time mining other coins like GreenX. Oh my gosh, you guys, GreenX. Some people are going to freaking pass out when they realize what they're sitting on. And other people that have the opportunity to get in on it and didn't, they're going to be sick to their stomach. It's not too late, is all I can say. Not too late. But some of you guys is going to be freaking out. I know I am. All right, so let's continue this. Let's see what he's trying to say here. So Bitcoin mining has become heavily centralized due to advances in specialized hardware that render commodity hardware obsolete. As a result, miners have congregated into mining pools. Isn't that what I just said? A consortia of miners who work together and share the profit. As of June 2018, over 80% of Bitcoin mining is performed by 6 mining pools. And 5 of those 6 pools are managed by individuals or organizations located in China. Okay, I see his point. This point is kind of valid. Kind of valid here. Furthermore, the researcher writes that the Chinese government potentially could influence Bitcoin in 4 different ways. They could disrupt competing miners, undermine consensus, and destabilize Bitcoin. De-anonymization. I don't know what that means. De-anonymization. Oh, I know what they're saying. Make it not anonymous anymore. Put everybody's business out there. And censorship. China is heavily controlled by the government that controls the out and inflow of information over the internet. According to the paper, 74% of the hash power on the Bitcoin network are in China-based mining pools and are therefore subject for the Chinese government. An example would be that the Chinese mining power could manipulate transaction and potentially execute a double spend attack. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse has earlier stated that China controls Bitcoin. It is a known issue, and the paper suggests that developers should focus on solutions on how to protect the Bitcoin network from the growing issue. Okay. When I go to these boot camps or these expos, that is one question that I am going to be asking. And I've seen this before, and that's also why you have spinoffs for Bitcoin Cash. Now, there's two issues I see. This is one of them. The second issue is the development of quantum computers. They're not here yet. The quantum computers, the speed at which they're able to operate, could, in theory, be able to hack the blockchain. If the developers that's creating the blockchain do not also adopt quantum computing to make it even more unhackable. So the same software that could be used to hack could also be the same type of technology to beef up the security. And John McAfee talked about that. He said, everybody running around worried about quantum computing, you don't think that we're going to be using quantum computing in the blockchain anyway? But this is a question. It's like, what if China was to act crazy and 74% of the hash power for Bitcoin is coming out of China? What's not stopping another country pool of miners to take up the slack? I mean, that's all. That's a simple answer to it. Just because China acts a fool, then that doesn't mean all Bitcoin mining is going to stop. You now have given more opportunity for other people in other nations to be able to mine. And China not hogging up 74% of the power because they have more mining machines connected. So I don't have enough knowledge. I'm not a tech guy. You know, when I cover crypto talks, I'm specifically looking at the geopolitics of it, the law behind it, mass adoption, you know, new technology. I'm not into the algorithms of how the mining work and how the coding is and the difference in the forks and stuff. That's not my cup of tea. The Ethereum smart contracts, I don't cover that type of stuff. Makes my head spin. No, I'm not a nerd in that aspect. So I'm going to ask when I'm at the Crypto Invest Summit. I'm going to ask this question, and I'm sure it's going to be asked. But even if China acts a fool, does that mean it's the end of Bitcoin or crypto? No. It'll just adapt. It'll just adapt. That's all. Remember, those of you who were in it last year, when was this? Maybe October. This was before Bitcoin exploded. And there was an internal fight between Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin miners, and half the Bitcoin miners switched to mining Bitcoin Cash. And it caused that's in November of last year, caused a major slowdown, and the transaction fees skyrocketed. So you went from a couple of dollars to like $40 or $100, depending on how much money you were moving around. And then it took, it was like a 200,000 transaction backlog that happened. So one transaction might have taken 6 to 8 hours to confirm instead of like 5 to 10 minutes. That was because there was an internal fight and half the miners stopped mining Bitcoin and went over to mine Bitcoin Cash. Did it end or kill Bitcoin? No, because the next month it went all the way up to almost $20,000 a coin. So all right. That is it for Early Morning Crypto Talk. I hope you learned something new. As always, that is the point. I certainly did. And I gave myself probably a multi-million-dollar idea that I'm going to look further into as far as potential more ways that we can make money in cryptogenics next year. So I'm going to get on that ASAP. So anyways, you guys have a great day. I will be back tonight for late night crypto talk around 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, especially if there's some new articles that come out. With that, have a great day, everybody. Bitcoin Brandon out. And if you're looking to continue to having more crypto education, because crypto education is what's going to make you money. Isn't that right, Bethany? Bethany's been flipping, make money off Poondix, Ripple. You got Tron out there. Salt. Did we look at Salt? Has Salt gone up in value? They've been in the news as well. They're opening up in 25 countries or something, or the 25 states. Let's see what the Salt coin is doing. Salt is still at 60 cents. It's down, so the news on Salt has not moved it, but I still like their real world application for what they want to do. So right now, Salt is worth 6 cents. I mean, 60 cents, but at its height, it got all the way up to $17. What if it goes back up like that again? You bought it at 60 cents and it's worth 17 bucks later. So I'm not saying that you need to buy that. And as a disclaimer, I am not a licensed financial advisor, but if you're looking to take a little bit of risk, it might pay off. You never know. Also, you know what? There's another coin I needed to look at, Moke. Moke's been in the news because they also have that feature of eliminating your cell phone bill, paying one time. Well, Moke is down 17% at 2 cents. Why? What's made them drop 17%? I'm still going to hold on to that. So it was at 5 cents. It's now down to 2 cents. So that might be a time to buy some more. I think that's going to be a strong project long term. We'll see. But again, Moke as well as PoonDX as well as Salt, those are higher risks than the top 10 coins. And always make sure you have and own at least one full Bitcoin before you begin to go out there and purchasing the other altcoins. You will put yourself in the top 1%. But if you want to further your crypto education, get back to whoever's showing you this or shoot me a message and we'll show you how to continue through KGX. KGX, we're going to have some millionaires before this year is out. So Linda asked, when is the green coin going to hit the exchange? Well, green, remember Dave Smith said he's looking at first quarter of next year. So I got to go by what he's saying. Maybe January of next year when it hits the exchange. It might hit it sooner, but that's their target. All right, everybody. See you all tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. If you want to get an alert, make sure you subscribe and hit that little bell button so you know next time I go live. Bitcoin Brandon out. God bless. Bye-bye.